Okay, let's all stand and let's begin. Start loosening our bodies up. Shake everything out. Arms, legs, feet, hands, like we're shaking water off. I don't know about you, but I've been walking and sitting all day, so it's really time to start moving around a little bit more for my entire body. So let's start breathing. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. I hope you're always breathing, but let's take some deep cleansing breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, reach, and slowly lower down. Always check the posture. Up again, inhaling. Exhale, reach, and come down. Keep the feet flat on the floor now and bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch from side to side, upward at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Feel the stretch up the sides of your body as you reach. Now we'll continue to warm up our bodies strategically. So let's start with the midsection, kind of work up and down, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Keeping the legs and hips stationary, take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate just the upper body to the left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, left again. Front, inhaling. Exhale, right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, lower the left arm down and bring the right arm straight up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane as you stretch to the side. Weight on both feet, abs in nice and tight. Bring the right arm back as you reach up, look up, align the left shoulder and feel the stretch up the right side of your body. Don't forget to breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, change sides. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane as you stretch on this side. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the left shoulder back as you reach up, look up, align the right shoulder, and feel the stretch up the left side of your body. Again, breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, bend the knees, or a little bit of all the body right here, into this fierce pose or the Uttanasana pose. Knees over the feet. Arms are an extension of your torso. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms in front of you into the parallel position, parallel to the floor and to each other. Reach forward, pulling those shoulder blades apart as you reach. Don't forget to breathe. Keep those abs in nice and tight. And then release and bring the arms back behind. Clasp your fingers together. Straighten the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Breathing, open that chest. You can keep the arms down closer to the body, or you can bring the arms up. You might want to switch back and forth. We're going to do another one shortly. Now release, bring the arms forward again, reach forward, breathing. Pulling those shoulder blades apart. And then release and bring the arms back behind. Clasp the fingers together, straighten the arms as we did before. If you want to add something, you can bend the knees, knees over the feet. You can have the arms down by the torso, or you can bring the arms up. Breathing, head and neck are an extension of the spine. Really try to keep the shoulders down, not up. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, either hold it there or arch back. Here we're adding Mary. Welcome, Mary. Please mute when you can. You can arch back.
Progress.
Jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Breathing. Up, inhale. Exhale. Mary, be sure to mute.
All right. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Shoulders up by the ears, but keep the shoulders back, but keep them up. Arms are relaxed. And then release, long arms, long neck, shoulders back and really down. Reach toward the floor with those fingertips and to the ceiling with the top of your head. Release, again, no neck. Shoulders up high, but keep them back. Breathing always. Arms relaxed. And then reach down, long arms, long neck. And now release and roll the shoulders back, bending the elbows, loosening up the entire torso as you roll. Don't forget to breathe. And straighten the arms for full range of motion. Forgot to turn the fan off. I'd hate to cut my fingers off. And now just shake out, moving your hips from side to side. Midsection should be pretty well warmed up, however. Nice and tall, put the hands on the front of your thighs and try to bend at the hips. Keep the shoulders back and down, actually. If you start rounding, then go back to where you were nice and straight. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Lengthen that spine. Keep those abs in nice and tight. Now I can reach down toward the floor, but if I do, my shoulders come forward a bit, and I'm going to try to keep my shoulders back and down as best I can. Abs are in tight, and then just release and relax down. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. You can always modify by bending the knees, but you get a much better hamstring and glute stretch if the legs are straight, but listen to your body. Keep those abs in nice and tight, and slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relax. And then as the head comes up, bring the arms up, inhaling. And again, exhale as you reach from side to side at your own pace. Reaching and breathing. Keep those abs in tight. And now let's check that posture again. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. We did our midsection pretty much. We're going to do our head and necks right now, and then we'll work on the lower part of our bodies again. So Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Lower the chin to the chest. Press the chin into the chest. Release. Bring the head up, inhaling. Exhale. If you have any kind of neck issues, just keep your head here looking up, or jaw closed, go all the way back if you don't have issues. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the right shoulder. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Keep those shoulders back and down. Front and center, inhaling. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down. Center, front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down. Center, front, inhaling. Exhale, shake out, moving your hips from side to side again. Not quite done with the head and neck. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Lower the chin to the chest. Press it into the chest. Always feel a stretch up the opposite side of the neck. Release, very heavy head rolling to the left shoulder, left ear over that left shoulder, shoulders still back and down, abs in tight. If you have any kind of neck issues, only roll in the front. If not, jaw closed, heavy head, roll to the center back. Heavy head, right shoulder. Check that posture always. Feel the stretch up the opposite side of the neck. Heavy head, center front, press the chin into the chest. Release. Let's go in the opposite direction. Right shoulder, heavy head. Shoulders back and down, breathing. If you can, heavy head, center back, jaw closed. Heavy head, left shoulder. Heavy head, center front. Press the chin into the chest. Release, center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look from side to side. Look up and around, and then go in the opposite direction. And again, shake out. Upper body should be very nicely warmed up now. Head and neck should feel nice and loose, lubricated. And let's start with our lower bodies now by having our legs out about twice the width of our shoulders. Hands on the waist or the hips. Bring the hips forward. My feet are pointed somewhat forward, slightly out perhaps, not a whole lot. And then roll to the left, bending that knee. Roll to the back, straightening. Roll to the right, bending that knee. And roll forward, straightening. Opposite direction, roll right. Roll back, abs in tight. Roll left and roll forward. Back and center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now have those toes pointed out so that when one bends a knee, it goes directly over the foot. You can keep the hands here on the waist or the hips, or bring the arms into the T position, palms down. Your choice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stretch to the right, knee directly over the foot. Up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch to the left, knee directly over the foot. Up, inhaling. Exhale, right. You may repeat that, or if you want, you may reach toward the floor. Keep those abs in tight. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the other side, try to do on this side as well. Up, inhaling. Exhale again. You may repeat one or cross over and open to the back, looking back with those abs in tight. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left, crossing over. If you did it on the other side, just repeat what you did on the other side. Up, inhaling. Exhale, arms up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. I'm going to bring my feet in just a bit so when I bend both knees, my knees go directly over the feet, so lower those hips now. Lengthen those arms, shoulders down, palms up. Slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out, like you're shaking water off. And now we'll add our balance to it. So stand, you may stand by something to have there close to you just in case you need it, or go ahead and put your hand on if you need to, but listen to your body. Focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. I'm going to have my hands on my waist, but you can have them on your hips or do whatever you choose for balance. Focus on that spot, abs in tight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the right knee up in front of you. Rotate it to the side. Lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side. Rotate it to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, left knee up in the front, rotating it to the side, lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate back to the front, and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, we'll go back to the right. Bring that right leg forward, leg is straight, foot is flexed, point the toe, flex the foot, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Try not to touch the ground or the mat if you can, but if you have to, do, and then come out to the side. Leg is straight, foot is flexed, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, try not to touch if you can, do what you need, inhaling. Exhale to the back, tighten that glute, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, left leg forward. Focus on that spot. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, out to the side. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back. Tighten that glute. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, we're going to try something a little bit different. I want you to have your feet out about shoulder width apart, and I want you to bend the knees. I want you to try to consciously bring your legs together, but not, almost like something's pushing against the inside, but you're not actually moving your legs. And then out the same way. Release, and if you can, come up on your toes. If not, just stay where you are. Then lower back down, inhaling. Exhale, straighten up. Shake out each foot. Very good. Shake everything out. It should be very nicely warmed up. One more thing we're going to do before we do that, we're going to lubricate our ankles a little bit more. You can have your hands out to the side. You can have your hands on your waist, but bring your right leg forward and circle the ankle, and then change direction with the circles. Focus on that spot. Point, flex, and lower, inhaling. Exhale, go ahead and bend both knees. Lubricating those joints too, all those joints. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left leg forward. Circle that foot, lubricating the ankle. Change direction. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Roll the shoulders back, create big circles, loosening up the torso as you roll. Don't forget to breathe. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. Smiling doesn't hurt either throughout our practice. Helps our face, helps our disposition, and everybody around us. Shake out. Okay, now let's do just a little bit of triangle and lunge work. So I'm going to start with my more difficult side. So I'm going to have my left foot pointed forward, my right foot perpendicular to it, walk out about twice the width of the shoulders. Make sure you're nice and tall. Arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend that knee into that warrior two. Knees directly over the foot, torso's tall and almost perpendicular to the floor. Arms are parallel to the floor. Turn and look over the fingertips. But what I want you to do is really ground your feet. Really feel like you're connected to the floor below you. So if you move around a little bit, you're still very stable. Look over those fingertips and breathe. Feel as if all your weight is going down evenly through both feet. Now straighten that leg, inhaling. Exhale, lower the right arm, bring the left arm up and slide down in the same plane, that right leg. If you start moving forward, then go back where you were nice and straight. Just go to your limit and hold it. Lengthen again, keep those feet grounded so if you're moving around, you don't have to worry about falling over. The muscles are tight in the legs and the glutes, and definitely the core, the abs. Try not to put real weight on the lower arm if you can help it. Lengthen that spine and breathe. Look up if you can. Now back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, arms up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower again to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, look at your feet, and you're going to do exactly the opposite. Just a couple on each side today. So take a deep breath in. Exhale again, bring those arms up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, and again, lower to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend that knee again into that warrior two. Knee over the foot, look over those fingertips, torso tall. But again, make sure the weight is going down through the feet into the surface below you so that if you move your upper body around, you're still very stable. Don't forget to breathe. Straighten the leg, inhaling. Exhale, lower the left arm and bring that right arm straight up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale and begin to slide down that leg. Again, if you start coming forward out of that plane, then go back to where you were nice and straight in the same alignment or plane. Go to your limit and hold it. Lengthen that spine. Keep those abs in tight. Again, try not to put real weight on the lower arm if you can help it. And remember to try to keep your legs grounded, stable, so that if you move around up here, you're all right. Breathe. We went from a warrior two to a triangle, and then back up, inhaling. Exhale, arms up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, both feet pointed forward now. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bend at the hips. Come forward with a nice flat back, head and neck, an extension of the spine. Modify if you need to. Some modifications here are supporting yourself. Also, if you need to bend your knees, you can do that. Just make sure they don't move in or out. They're pretty much in the same alignment as your feet. But this is really a great hamstring and glute stretch. If you can stay nice and flat from hips to forehead, just go to your limit and hold it. Then bring the arms up into the flying position, reaching up with the arms and shoulders. Lengthen the spine, push out through the glutes. Head and neck are an extension of the spine. Everything's tight with the exception of your head and neck. Breathing. Really engage those muscles. It helps you become so much more stable and so much more toned and strong. Release the hold now and lower the arms, inhaling. Exhale, and you may just let the upper body relax down if you choose. Just keep the abs in tight. You may square the arms off with the hands on the elbows. Or if you want, just hang down, whatever works for you. And of course, you can come into that full triangle. If so, from the outside, place the hands on the back of the thighs, the calves, the ankles, or the heels. Lengthen the spine as you bring your torso in toward those straight legs. Push out through the glutes, almost like opening up. Push out through those glutes and breathe. Abs are in tight. Again, everything's tight with the exception of your head and neck, which is relaxed, and you're breathing. Release the hold, and keeping the legs and hips stationary, place both hands on the back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, or heel, and bring the torso toward that straight right leg. Don't worry about the head and neck. Just bring the torso over. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. Legs and hips are stationary. Now release the hold and in a fluid motion, rotate over to the other side. in the same stretch, reaching and breathing. Keep those abs in tight. No stress on the head and neck. I like mine an extension of the spine. It aligns my body better. You don't want to feel strained. Now release the hold and come back to the center. And again, you may just let the upper body relax down or come into that full triangle. Whichever you choose, focus on your posture and your breathing. Now release the hold and bring the fingertips or palms to the floor in front of your feet, but under your shoulders to support you. You can place your hands on blocks or books if you need to, but then come up on the toes and bring the heels in so that your feet are pointed outward enough. So when you bend both knees and lower the hips, the knees go over the feet, and then bring the torso up with the arms in the T position, palms down. Tighten those arms, lengthen the arms, shoulders down, palms up, and slowly come up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Very good. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out. We're going to take a deep cleansing breath before we do a little sun salutation. So nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Let's roll our shoulders back again. Great big circles. Loosening up the torso as you roll. Remember to breathe. And straighten the arms for full range of motion. And again, shake out. And let's stand at the front of our mats. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath here. Up inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Now check the posture again. Arms up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch forward, bending at the hips. First, just let the upper body relax down. Abs are in tight. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. Legs are straight, but you don't have to lock the knees. Modify if you need to. Then Ardha Uttanasana, half Uttanasana. Fingertips on the floor beside the feet, or you can modify with the fingertips on the shin or even up on the thigh if you need to. Nice flat back, pushing out through the glutes, really bending at the hips with those abs in tight. Head and neck, an extension of the spine, and the shoulders are back and down. Don't forget to breathe. And now palms on the floor, bending the knees if you need to. This is Uttanasana with the legs straight, but if you need to bend the knees, feel free to do what your body requires. Abs are in tight. Breathing. Now bend the knees enough to slide the left and the right foot back. Hip width apart, hips in the air. Up on those toes or the balls of your feet. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Roll the shoulders down, rotate down so that the triceps are somewhat pointed downward. Lengthen some more and breathe with those abs in nice and tight. In this downward facing dog. Remember, you can always modify down on your knees if you choose. Listen to your body and breathe. Now lower the hips to a plank or a high hover position. High on those shoulders. Try to make sure the rear end's not sagging or sticking up as best you can. Head and neck are an extension of the spine and your abs are in tight. You can always modify down on your elbows if you have wrist issues, or you can also be on your knuckles so you can listen to your body and do whatever you need. And open to the right to a side plank. You can modify with the left or lower knee on the floor. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or you can stack your feet on top of each other. However you choose, focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check your posture, make sure you're stable. And then open to the other side. Whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check the posture. Now, bend the knees, tops of the feet on the floor. Slide back to either a puppy pose with the forearms, elbows, and head on the floor, rear end up, or all the way down to a moon position, resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can, arms still outstretched, head and neck relaxed, abs in tight, breathing. Pick the head up, slide the arms forward, elbows on the floor, and come into a low hover. I'm clasping my fingers together. You don't have to. It's a low plank or a low hover. You can modify with the legs and the hip bones on the floor with the tops of the feet on the floor. Just working and engaging our core just a bit more. Try to be as flat as possible, with the rear end not sticking up or sagging down as best you can. And now lower the hip bones, the quads, and the tops of the feet to the floor. We held that a little longer than normal on purpose, by design. So come into that elbow cobra, high on those shoulders. Look up and breathe, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck. And if you want, you can come into that sphinx with the forearms and the palms on the floor in front of you. Whichever you choose, focus on your posture and your breathing. Now you may hold it here, breathing, or palms on the floor beside the rib cage, elbows close to the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come all the way up to a full cobra, high on the shoulders. Look up and breathe. Now bend the knees enough to plant the toes on the floor behind you. Pick the hips up into the air. And again, come into that downward facing dog. Up on those toes, abs in tight. Push the heels down, head between the arms, lengthen. Rotate the arms down, the shoulders down. Lengthen some more, abs in tight, breathing. And if you want, you can walk the dog, keeping the toes on the floor, abs in tight. Bend one knee as you push the other heel close to the floor. And then switch up at your own pace, going from side to side. Breathing. Walking your dog at your own pace. Just keep those abs in nice and tight. The upper body shouldn't be moving a whole lot, but the lower body is. And then push both heels down. Now lower the hips enough to slide the left and then the right foot back up. Walk them up if you need to. Back into Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips on the floor or on the front of your leg somewhere, with the back nice and flat, pushing out through the glutes, really bending at the hips, head and neck, and extension of the spine. Breathe. And now you can just relax down, head, neck, and arms relax. And you may again round up one vertebra at a time as we did before, keeping those abs in tight, or arms at your ears or just your sides. You can always modify by bending the knees as you come up or keep them straight and slowly come up. Straightening up, taking a deep breath as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, bend the knees into that fierce pose, chair pose, Utkatasana pose, whatever you'd like to call it, lots of names. Breathing. Really engage your muscles. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and either stretch upward or arch back. Reaching back, jaw closed for a better stretch of the neck. Breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Again, roll the shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening up the torso as you roll. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. And again, shake everything out. Very good. I hope everybody feels good. Now let's get down to the floor. I'm going to get down without using my arms for support, but if you need your arms, use them. Challenge yourself, don't hurt yourself. Seated stick posture. Legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet. Release the hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Put the soles of the feet together. Hands on the ankles or the toes, and lower those knees down toward the floor as best you can, keeping that torso nice and tall and as perpendicular to the floor as possible. Breathing. And now release, rock and roll a bit from side to side, promoting circulation. as you roll in the glutes and the upper thighs. And then come back to the center. Lower those knees as best you can. If you want release, put your right hand back behind, left hand back behind. I like my fingers pointed outward. Some people like theirs pointed in. And then lengthen the spine. Open the chest, head and neck are an extension of the spine. Breathing, lowering those knees even closer to the floor if you can. But lengthen that spine as you move, keeping the abs in tight. Engage those muscles in your legs as you do. And then release. Straighten those legs out in front of you. Seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Release the hold. Relax the arms on your hands on your thighs, and we're going to roll down to the floor. So take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down, one vertebra at a time. And as you reach the floor with the head, arms at the sides near your hips, palms down, slowly bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Remember, if you have back issues, you're going to bend the knees and then straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. So listen to your body. Point the toes, flex the feet. Your lower back is against the floor. Your abs are in tight. Relax the feet, circle those feet round and round again, lubricating the muscles, or not the muscles, the joints, the ankle joints, and change directions. You're using the muscles, but lubricating the joints. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, open the legs. Place the hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure downward. Keeping that lower back against the floor as best you can and those abs in tight. Those legs nice and straight. If you can, keep the legs straight. You can bring the hands down by the calves or the ankles, but keep that pressure on those open legs and keep the shoulders on the floor as best you can. Don't forget to breathe. Point the toes. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet. Release the hold. Bring the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Inhaling. Exhale, point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. Bend the knees and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing. Abs in tight. Rolling from side to side. Massaging the back against the floor as you roll. Come back to the center, release the hold, place the feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to do a bridge posture. Keep the knees straight. You're going to make sure you keep your head and neck straight looking up. Don't look around or anything. You must protect your neck. Arms at your sides out just enough so the palms are up, fingers naturally curled up. Press the lower back into the floor first, slightly picking up the hips, tightening the glutes, the quads, and the abdominal muscles. Lower body is very tight, but the upper body is very relaxed. Your shoulders are resting down into the surface below you, and you're breathing. Now release that hold, inhaling. Exhale and roll the hips up into the air. Feet and knees are hip width apart, head and neck looking straight up, and bring the arms underneath you. See if you can clasp your fingers together and straighten the arms. If you can't, just push down with the arms as close together as possible. Palms on the floor if you can't clasp. But then bring those hips up further, arch that back, bring the arms, shoulders and shoulder blades as close together as possible. Bring those hips up into the air, arch that back. Try to keep the knees still hip width apart. If you can, again, you can tighten the glutes, quads, into abs. Listen to your body and breathe. Now release the hold. Open the arms and slowly round down, one vertebra at a time. And as the lower back begins to touch the floor, bring the knees up and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing. And again, rolling from side to side if that feels good for your body. And with yoga, you should never feel pain. You should just feel like you're using muscles perhaps that you forgot you had or haven't for a while. But you shouldn't feel pain. If you ever feel pain, then come out of a posture, breathing. Don't hold your breath. Your body will really need oxygen. Your body really needs oxygen all the time, actually. And then come back to the center. Let's see, we have some time left. So let's straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes. Flex the feet. We're going to do a little walking and scissor. Keep the legs straight, the feet flexed. Slowly walk the ceiling. It's most important that your legs are straight, your feet are flexed, and you're pushing out through the heels, and that you're moving slowly. Again, so you're using your muscles and not momentum. We're just going to do a few of these, keeping that lower back pressing against the floor and the abs in tight. And then come back to the center. Point the toes, cross one leg over, keeping the legs nice and straight and open wide, just like we did. And then cross the other leg in the front and go back and forth just a few times on each side. This is the scissor. Keep that lower back against the floor and the abs in tight, moving slowly, using those muscles. Come back to the center. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, bend the knees and place the feet on the floor, hip width apart, knees straight up. Arms up in the T position, palms down, shoulders on the floor. We're going to do some simple pelvic twists here to start with. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, keeping both shoulders on the floor and parts of both feet on the floor. Just allow the knees to lower on the right side of your body. Turn your head if you can and look at the left or opposite hand. Again, shoulders on the floor, abs in tight, breathing. Modification is just looking straight up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the legs back up. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, keeping both shoulders on the floor and parts of both feet on the floor. Just lower to the left and turn and look at the right hand, shoulders on the floor, abs in tight, breathing. Simple pelvic twist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring both legs up. Now, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring both legs up perpendicular to the floor. We're going to try something a little different now. We're going to open our hips with our legs up, but I want you to bend the right leg and bring the ankle down to the side, kind of like we do when we open our hips with our knees bent, and have your foot somewhere along that left thigh. You have some choices. It's a great right hip opener. You can just hold the back of your thigh with your hands on the back of the thigh, or you can bring your hands up to the calf or even the ankle. But it's most important to keep the lower back against the floor as you do so. And I'm trying to keep my shoulders close to the floor too. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot, release. Straighten both legs up again, perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet. Now bend the left knee and bring that left ankle down in the front of your thigh, your right thigh. You can have your hands on the back of the thigh, or you can release and bring the hands up to the calf or the ankle. Just keep that lower back against the floor, legs straight, and the shoulders as close to the floor as possible. Abs in tight. Of course, that back is against the floor again. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot, release the hold, unwrap. Both legs up perpendicular to the floor, point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, bend the knees and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing, rolling from side to side, massaging the back against the floor. Come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, bend the knees. We're going to do some full pelvic twists. Keep the knees high into the chest, arms in the T position, palms down. I had some other things planned, but we just didn't have time, so sorry. So lower the knees over on the right, as far as you choose, keeping both shoulders on the floor, abs in tight. Turn and look at the opposite hand if you can. Keeping the thighs as close to the chest as possible, roll the back across the floor and lower the knees in the same position on the left side, same distance. Turn and look at the right hand if you can, shoulders on the floor, abs in tight. And roll at your own pace from side to side, massaging the back against the floor, getting that full pelvic and spinal twist for your body. Moving slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum. And if you want a little more when you're in the center, straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor, point the toes and flex the feet, keeping the legs straight and the feet flexed. Slowly lower those straight right legs down on as close to the floor in the right hand as possible. Looking at the opposite hand, shoulders on the floor, abs in tight unless you're modifying. And then slowly bring them back up. Roll the back against the floor and slowly lower them in the same manner on the left side of your body. Going at your own pace, using those muscles, breathing as you go. Balancing your body as you try to do the same on both sides as best you can. Don't forget to breathe. And on the final one, Bend the knees if they're not already bent. And come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, and slowly lower the feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down. Lower the arms now to about anywhere from a 20 to 30-degree angle, whatever works for you, however far out you want them to be, so that the palms can be up and the fingers naturally curled up, with the shoulders resting down into the surface below you. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener posture. And now we'll prepare for Shavasana, or full relaxation. So you can slide the heels down, straightening the legs, and let the feet just flop out to the sides. Or if you want a little more, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet and slowly lower the straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you have back issues, to bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax your body in that corpse posture. Soon we'll take another deep breath in, and this time when we exhale, we'll fist and flex and tighten everything, even our faces and our necks. So take a deep breath in together. Exhale and tighten. And release. And just rest and relax down into the surface below you. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets. You may want to put something under your knees to help your lower back if you have any issues. You may want to put something over or under any part of your body if it feels better. And you may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. And then just close your eyes, and we're going to take a few deep breaths together so that we can slow our heart rates down and slow our bodies down just a little bit. So take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs. And then through slightly parted lips, slowly exhale through the mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Now continue to breathe in any manner that allows you to relax. Your eyes are closed. You're breathing. Open your minds. Open your minds and travel to one of your favorite safe places. You're in your safe place. You may be alone or with your favorite person or people. Whatever you need right now. You're in that safe place. We'll move through your body, relaxing the muscles and releasing the joints. Each time you exhale, try to just relax those muscles and release the joints just a little bit more. Focus first on the hands and the fingers. Relax the muscles, release the joints. As you move up the arms, release the joints in the wrists. Relax the forearms. Release the joints in the elbows. Relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. The arms and shoulders are now relaxed. Lower the focus to the toes and the feet. Relax the muscles. Release the joints. Allow the heels to sink deeper into the surface below you. Again, wherever you might be, in your safe place. Now, as you move up the legs, release the joints in your ankles. Relax the shins. Relax the calves. Release the joints in your knees. Relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps as you relax the thighs. And now relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes. Allow the glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you. Your legs are relaxed. Your arms are still relaxed. Focus now on the torso, beginning at the lower back. Relax the muscles of the lower back, as well as the spinal column, from the very beginning all the way through the lower part of your back. Relax the obliques up the sides of your torso. And now relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas. Relax the mid part of your back and spinal column. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades, as well as the spinal column, moving up between the shoulder blades, all the way through the neck to the base of the skull. And now focus on the chest. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the collarbone or clavicle. And now relax the neck, from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Breathe. Release the jaw. Relax the chin. Relax the lips. Relax the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Relax the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead, at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull and neck. Breathe. Your mind is open, thinking happy, healthy thoughts. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and functioning perfectly. And now, wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it is time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position, nice and tall, cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus, whatever's comfortable for you. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale, and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope everyone feels better than when we started. I hope you got what you needed. And please unmute yourselves as I stop the recording. Thank you for being here.